good afternoon, good morning, wherever in the world you might be. I'm Ghost Dog, and I'm here to cause trouble. Everybody's got to move my stuff. Ah. Hello, welcome back. You know, I never did take a nap. Never did take a nap. But that's okay. I got two people watching me. I got two people watching me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hello, Regina. What up? Give me a second. I'm thinking here. Everybody get the fire extinguisher out. The old man is thinking. Hello, Miss Natalie. Hello, Miss Colleen. Oh, I can't find it. I'm gonna have to ask Mr. Mr. Somebody. Mr. Eddie. Welcome back. Sorry about that earlier. I had to get something to snack on, which I'm really happy I did. My stomach feels a little bit better. Had me some tacos. Tacos. Y'all don't forget to hit that like and subscribe if you want to, even though it's not mandatory. At least not yet. At least not yet. Uh, 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 uh. Stretch. All right, we are all stretched out now. I got the camera too damn high. Damn it. Let me fix that real quick here. I want to zoom out a little bit. Well, hell. What the hell? I got the camera in the wrong place? Alright, let's try this. See, that ain't gonna work for some reason. I have no idea what's going on with my computer system. I probably need a new webcam. Or I need a bigger green screen. Either way, I am here. Oh. You hear that fan running in the background, that is my heater. It is extremely cold outside, and thank God Miss Colleen turned the temperature up a little bit, the heat up a little bit. So we're going to keep it a little bit warm in here. Can't be something. I don't know. All right, I'm hoping a gentleman comes up because it will explain the title. I am going to turn on Zoom. Hey, Miss Pam. 52 today. Beautiful to work. Yeah, it says it's 22 right now. Uh, Let me see this here. And it feels like it's 13. Earlier it was down minus. So tomorrow, always get a little warm, a little warmer. If the wind isn't blowing. See, that's what screws me up here, is my wind, the wind. And anybody lives up north or lives in a cold area, you know what I mean. You know, yeah, it says it's 22 degrees, but if that wind's blowing, you got your wind chill, and when the wind's blowing in these cold areas, you don't go by the temperature, actual temperature. You actually go by the wind chill temperature, and that makes it a little rougher. Because you guys know by now, my old ass age, uh, my fingers freeze immediately. Even with gloves on, they freeze immediately. So it's got to get close to the 30s and minimal wind for me to work on a steel engine and a metal engine. Besides, we're waiting for parts to get in and stuff like that, so it ain't gonna be much longer, uh, and we'll be able to party. All right. I'm trying to get things set up here. The first thing I need to do is how do you change your name? Oh, there it is. There we go. We are getting there. All right. I'll copy this link. There it is. Hello, Potato and Sarah. All right, we have our Zoom up. You all are more than welcome to come and join us and whatnot. I just ask you to be respectful to guests that are up here and to the host. Otherwise, I will kick your ass out quicker than you could possibly imagine. So everybody's doing their meet and greets right now. I'm going to get things turned on. And when we actually have somebody come up, I will flip it over. You guys could see the setup around here and whatnot. I more or less got a studio set up. I got my OBS running, split screen, so I can prep one screen and while you guys are seeing that screen. Well, otherwise, welcome. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Just a little bored, got something to eat, see what everybody's up to, kind of a little get together and whatnot. If my neighbor decides to join me, he'll let me know and we'll get him up and you guys can meet the gentleman that's been giving us a ride just about every other day and really helping us out in that department because I'll tell you what, yeah, it's only like maybe 4 or 5 blocks away from anything. It's still a hell of a walk, you know. I just became an empty nester yesterday. Uh, Brain is fried right now. What is an empty nester? I don't know what that means. I probably do. I just brain's floating somewhere. But yeah, it's been a my son moved to his own. Ah, okay, okay. Well, congratulations to your son. Congratulations to your son. Now you can walk around naked in your house and not worry about anybody catching you, right? Is that how that works? Hell no. What do you mean, hell no? You're the only one in the house. It's just those times where somebody comes knocking on your door. Makes things a little bit more interesting. I probably have to turn settings on or something like that. But again, Miss Colleen, thank you for getting this set up. I don't know why it would not let me use my card. It just would not. Oh, you still have a mother-in-law. Uh-oh. Well, then you're not an empty nester, right? Isn't that how that works? But anyways. Oh, shoot. Da 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 da. Here's when your children move out. Oh, okay. Well, I've been an empty nester for years then. Well, technically I haven't, but I still got the girls here. I know one likes to get out. Oh, why does it say sign in? We're already signed in. I don't get this thing. Oh, Jesus Christ, scared the hell out of me, woman. Go away, we don't want any. We had it last night. It wasn't that good either.
Hello,
Hello? Can you hear me?
I hear you fine.
Oh. Well, there's Miss Natalie. We'll change it over. You guys can hear her. Now you can see her. Say boo.
Can't see you.
Well,
You can see me, but I can't see you.
I'm here. I'm just using the other view. I could turn the other
Oh,
camera on, but screw it.
oh.
I don't know where it's buried. It's buried somewhere. Every time it comes on, I got two webcams plugged in right now. And you think I know where that other webcam is? No, but I know when it comes on, it shows my computer light, so it's somewhere near my computer.
Hmm.
But it could be on the floor. It could be hanging off the side somewhere. I don't know. I was going to get all high tech and fancy and have two computers running at the same time. And I'm like, no. Then you guys will see me picking my nose or something or scratching my butt. I don't
I
want to
had to
get.
go comb my hair. It looked like crap.
Why do you think I'm wearing a hat?
Huh?
Why do you think I'm wearing a hat?
'Cause you ain't got no hair there.
I got hair up there. You just got to look closely.
My dad was bald. I used to tell him I was going to spit on his head.
Yeah, you just got to look closely. That's all. It's there. I got peach fuzz up there.
I'll spit on your head.
I just found out, and this is going to be a little bit TMI, but like I said, I'm bold, I'm forward, and I don't give a shit what I say. Uh, Found out the other day I was itching my butt, and I managed to squeeze.
If and when I come to visit, I'll spit on your head, but I ain't going to be flying no plane for a long time.
Yeah, well, as I was saying, I was itching my butt, and I managed to squeeze my fingers together. And I was pulling my hand away. I had my fingers squeezed together, and you know what? I got hair on my ass. I didn't know I had hair. How do you know you could grow hair on your ass? Is that what happens when you get old? Nobody bothered
You
to tell
tried
me
my
that.
hair long, just didn't realize it.
I got more hair on my ass than I do on my head. What the hell's wrong? What is wrong with bodies nowadays?
I don't know.
That ain't right,
It
man.
was built wrong.
Oh, I know what it is. I had a split in my nail, and it caught my hair, and I went to pull hair, pull my hand away from my butt, and ow! And so I started feeling down there. I was like, holy shit! I guess that's why my ass never gets cold. I got hair down there on my butt cheeks. We're not talking the crack. We're talking on the butt cheeks, folks. That wasn't in the rule books, okay? That wasn't in the instruction books. That didn't come with a life book. That ain't, it's wrong. But it does explain why my butt's always warm. I got
Uh-huh.
extra padding down there. So now I got to use shampoo on my butt now, I guess. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that why you girls go through so much hair or so much shampoo? You got more hair than you're letting on? Is that how that goes?
I'll never tell.
Uh huh.
I'll never tell.
Give the booty up. Give the booty up. I'm drinking my invisible can. Well, hi, Mr. Butthead. How you doing? You don't like me. I don't even know why you even come up to me.
You talking to the cat?
Unfortunately, we got we got Theodore, and then we got Butthead. No, I'm not ever.
You're mean.
No, I'm not mean. He graduated. He was a dickhead before, so I now turn him to a butthead until he starts being nice to me and comes to me when I call him. Besides, not not what I'm eating. And Theo, oh my God, he's the aggressive son of a gun when it comes to food. You be up there munching on something, and he'll jump on your bed and just stare at you, and just stare at you and stare at you. And then if you
That's
don't,
like Linus. If their dish is empty, he'll come over and keep on jumping me and bite me and scratch at me. And I'm like, okay, 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 I'll feed you.
well, they don't.
He's nasty for
Theo doesn't
he's
do that.
nasty if his food's empty.
Theo doesn't do that. He just charges your plate. If you don't give him something within the first 5 minutes, he says like, "Well, screw you," and he'll just go right up on your plate and grab something. I'm like, "You son of a no
Oh,
good."
honestly, my job.
Mike, Mr. Theo, he is, and then he always complaining. I swear to God, those balls were just hung there. They're not really attached to him. I never heard a cat complain so damn much. He's worse than a freaking husky.
I don't know whether the cat is, but two of them are laying on my bed. Two of them are laying on the couch. One's laying on the couch and one's laying behind the couch.
Oh, this one here, I tell you what, he's always talking. He's always whining. He yells at you. I mean, hell, our husky, Winnie, never did that. That's why I call Theo Winnie 2.0. He'll steal your food. I mean, if you're not paying attention, he will steal your food.
Teddy will do that. Luna won't, but Teddy will. My one dog. My one dog will do that, but the other one won't. He won't even venture to touch the plate, but he will.
I have video of Winnie stealing my steaks. Two of them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I was so mad.
I remember that.
Oh, I was so mad about that.
I remember that because I asked if you got your steak, and you're like, no, the dog got it.
Yeah, and there was two big pieces there. My daughter made it up, and but she didn't tell me that they were down there. Right? She was taking her time,
Mm-hmm.
and when I went down there, it was nothing but an empty plate, and I was like, "Where the hell are the steaks?" Well, lucky for us, I had the security camera running, and it caught Winnie. Oh, it caught him red-palled, and he or no, I should say she when he was a girl, female, and you
Mm-hmm.
see her with her nose just kind of sniffing the counter and whatnot,
I
and then
remember you
she,
telling me that.
yeah, and then she jumped up there, looks at us like, ooh, reaches over, grabs one, jumps down, eats that, and about a minute later, you see her jump back up. Ooh, there's another one. I like you.
We had a we had a dog that was a golden retriever soy mix, and she normally would not get on the counter. My husband had a piece of ham laying there. She jumped up there and stole her off the plate, and I'm like, oh my god, that dog had never done it ever before.
Yeah, they'll
The
eat
first
anything.
time and only time she ever done it.
Hello, Miss Jen from Jen and Eddie. Welcome. I do have links if you guys want to come up. Hello, Miss Sarah. Good to see you. Good to see you. Like I said, folks, you're welcome to come up. Anybody's welcome to come up. Just a little get together, chew the shit, talk about bad animals if you want. I just ask you to please respect the guests and the host, of course. Yep, yep. And
I can see
I will explain that title because there's a story behind it. But yeah,
the 30 butt plugs.
the 30 butt plugs. I told you, Ghost Dog is back and not doing a fundraiser. This is what I do. This is how I
He
am.
said, just come on up here and have fun.
Yeah, goddamn,
Right.
What he
you
said
damn
earlier.
right. Come up here, have some fun. We'll talk to shit. I ask that we do not talk about religion and politics, but you know, not everybody's perfect. So if you do ding me and I don't get to you right away, please leave my stuff alone in the basement. I have everything
Hang me,
placed
take a rope
in
and hang me high up in the highest tree.
and
One would wait for me.
and do not look in the purple box. That's all I ask you. If you're in the basement waiting to come up, just don't look in the purple box because I am not paying for
Huh?
your eye insurances.
Purple box? I don't see no purple box. Do you?
You're not in the basement.
No. Yeah, that's true. We're
Me
not in the
either.
basement.
What is wrong with my headset? There it is. But anyways, so besides that, you got your warning. No peeking in the boxes if you're in the basement waiting to get up here. But everybody is welcome to come up. Like I said, I'm going to say it again. I just ask you to be respectful. No drama to the guest or the host because this guest has no problem kicking your ass out. I don't care if you're my best friend or my whatever. I won't go there. We'll stick with.
Oh, come on, Big Daddy, be nice.
I am being nice. I was going to say something else, but I'll say butt plugs. I'm waiting.
Hilarious.
You
I'm
gotta love him.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for you two to say something. I don't think that's bad. It's not real bad language, is it?
No, it's not bad. It's actually kind of comical.
You like the foxtail?
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't just have a regular butt plug, you know. So I went with the foxtail butt plug. That's a lot of butt plugs, man. I had to hurt with that many.
You could have said 30 spark plugs.
Nah, like I said, I don't. I, once if he comes up, I mean, if he doesn't come up in the next hour, then I'll explain exactly why that's up there. But it was a text message to me, but there's a lot more to the story than just that. And I'll give you a hint. It has something to do with duct tape and rope.
Oh boy.
Oh,
That leaves a lot to the
very
imagination.
interesting.
Hey, we got an interesting town. What can we say? And I got interesting neighbors. That's for damn sure. But again, if somebody's waiting to get up here, let me paste this again. This is the link. Like I said, come on up. Let's party a little bit. It's still early. Got a couple hours before some people need to go to sleep. You know, them old people.
Yeah. It's almost my bedtime.
I'm still waiting for Pam to. She's like she's an empty nester. She's by herself and all that. And I was like, well, damn. If that ever happened to
So
me,
nice, so don't feel alone.
I would sell everything but one pair of pants and one t-shirt. Otherwise, I'd be running butt naked in the house. See how many times I could hit the door frame. Yep.
I'm an empty nester also.
Well, God forbid the girls go butt naked in this house. There'd be so much damage to the walls, to the door frames, to dishes. You know, you endowed women, man. You let those things free, forget about going to an MMA boxing match.
She ain't got none.
Don't get up right behind them and say, hey, and have them spin around. I'll
The
knock
one with the black eye.
Miss Miss Colleen. She'd move cars if she spun around fast enough. Let's put it that way. And only one of her daughters took after her. Poor girl. She's always complaining. I'm bending over to get something. I pinched this. I pinched that. And I guess Roxy is already trying to get him some nipple piercings with her tiny teeth. And I guess it got every one of the girls in here. Roxy's gotten every one of the girls. I'm like, damn. Roxy's,
I lost weight and that was the first place I lost it.
oh my gosh. Well, Roxy's got those needle teeth, and they're
Yeah.
long enough, and they will pierce things. I know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we have two puppies here that my roommates got. Oh my God. Yeah, they're just 3 months old and their teeth are vicious.
Yep. Well, well, Chihuahuas. I'm sure there's other breeds, but Chihuahuas, they don't have thick teeth like normal dogs do. No,
No, they have small, pointy teeth.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
needles. They're literally needles,
These are Chewiners.
and their claws don't help much either.
No.
The cat got me last night. I was eating something, and Mr. Theo, I put it on the dresser, and he decided to jump up on the dressers, and I was like, "Get away from there, get away there." So I was gently pushing. I wasn't, throwing him down. Gently pushed him so he back off and jump down. Well, instead of turning around like a normal cat, he fell off ass first, and his paws were like this, and then they just spread, claws out, and grabbed onto anything he could. And he grabbed onto my thigh,
Oh,
and he was
My
hanging like
cat will
that.
do that. She'll get on me and she'll start kneading me, and it's like, ow, 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 your claws, your claws, your claws.
They hook into you. Oh man, is he hook into you? I know when he was younger, he used to scratch out at us. So he doesn't scratch that much anymore. The other one I can't tell you. Butthead, I can't tell you if he scratches or not. You'd have to ask the girls. Been bit by one. Thank God I had hard shoes on. Still felt it. Really? Wow. Yeah, chihuahuas are no joke. But we love our chihuahua, even though it's our natural door alarm. You can open the back
yo,
door. You can open the back door and close it all day long. She won't do a damn thing. The moment you walk over to the front door, her ears are up and she's looking. And the second you open, there could be nothing there. Well, what happened to her? She just jumped right off on me. I see how you are.
I think so.
Didn't even give me a kiss goodbye. Shit. I see how you are. Yeah, and she'll just keep going, and then she'll go on and on after we close the door for like another 10 minutes. Like, who the hell are you barking at? Ours don't bite. Roxy doesn't bite, but she sure in the hells will bark the hell out of you.
That's what my dogs are driving me crazy. Earlier, they were barking at the stupid cat.
It just
If
ain't right.
UPS guy comes up for FedEx, the guy comes up in the porch and drops the package, they'll start barking like crazy at him. But like,
Yeah.
well, there's somebody out there. But normally I look and there's somebody out there. It's like the garbage man comes next door and they'll start barking their heads off. It's like, it's just the garbage man. He's next door, you know. And then I'll sit there and bark
If
at the
Roxy,
wind, at the
if
thunder.
if you're loud enough out on the sidewalk, she'll start barking. If she sees you, she'll start barking. But otherwise,
Yep.
yeah, it drives you nuts. It drives you nuts.
I take them out on the porch and they'll sit there and bark and bark and bark. And somebody's walking up the street. It's like, hello,
Well, I
somebody
don't.
walk up the street.
We have a trainer device. It doesn't shock them. Doesn't do anything. All it does is sends out a frequency that irritates the hell out of them, and they won't use it around here. I'm like, you got to get her under control. You got to get her under
Hmm.
control. I don't mind her barking if somebody actually comes in the house,
Right.
but to be barking the moment you open the door,
Uh huh.
that's ridiculous. And like I said, she'll keep on
Oh
and
my
on.
God! One night the dogs was in the. They were in bed and they were in my uncle's room, and my brother was here, and my brother had to use the bathroom, and he dropped me. He came picked me up, and we went somewhere, and he brought me back, and he said, "I gotta go and use the bathroom." I said, "Okay." Well, he walked in and walked back the hallway, and the dogs didn't even see him. And
Ooh.
he wasn't even walking loudly. He was walking quietly, and the dogs started barking their heads off. I said, "It's just me," and they continued barking. I knew it wasn't just me.
Roxy will do that once in a while. I'll come downstairs, and I don't know what her problem is. Maybe she's got Alzheimer's or something, but she'll forget who I am, and she'll start
Well,
barking at
my
me.
dogs hardly ever. They see my brother a couple times, but they didn't even see him, and they were barking their brains off, and they didn't even see him. Normally they'll start barking when I walk in the door, and I'm like, "It's just me," and then they'll stop. But this night they were like, "It's not just you." They kept on barking until he left.
Yeah.
And the other night, my kids came, and the dogs have seen my kids several times, and they were in the bedroom, and they continued barking the whole time my kids were here.
I know if you want to get her fired up, all you have to do is knock on the wall so she doesn't see you. Ooh, that's World War III right there. Uh,
Because my daughter and son-in-law came to get a shower, and the dogs just continued. They heard them, and they just continued barking the whole time they're here. I'm like, why are they doing that? They're in the bedroom. They don't see you. They know you, but they kept on barking the whole time they were here.
hmm. uh, Jen said, Popeye does that. He barks at everything. Hello, Mister. There's my neighbor. Hey, if you look, scroll up. I don't know if you can see, scroll up or not, but I do have a link there. It's that Zoom link, and like I said, for your first time, just follow the instructions. You do not have to be on camera if you don't want to, but make sure your mic is working. Mr. Michael, he and I consider him a really good friend. You know, he's just a great guy. We got to that point in the relationship that we could start teasing each other, like men do. And oh, I opened up a Pandora's box with him. Now I'm gonna read what started this whole thing. So you guys just hang tight. No, and he got me at the store too. I asked him. I said, if you can go to the store, can I get a ride? And he comes back. He goes, I was thinking about going for some duct tape, rope, and some butt plugs and a shovel. And then I said, that butt plug? Oh no, I screwed up on that one. He brought some stuff over. It says, okay, but still gonna need a couple things. Meat. Yeah, you can run over. That butt plug better have foxtails attached to it. That's what I told him.
Hmm.
And then he says, I got problem. Uh, huh? I think he says, I got about 30 of them. That's where the 30 butt plugs comes from. So yeah, and
Oh.
then I was in the store and I said, I'm coming. He says, I'll get the wet wipes. I told him, hey, I got the dudes wet wipes downstairs just for dudes. But yeah, so this is my neighbor, Mr. Michael. Great guy, he really is, and he's the one that's been uh, Ubering us basically all over town when we need to get stuff and stuff like that. He's got some really handsome young men, boys and whatnot. I think I've met his wife once or twice, but yep, happy to help. Yeah, well, that's only because he's bored, but he did get a job. I'm so happy for him. I really am. So yeah, uh, this is where the title come from. 30 butt plugs. So I was like,
Okay.
hey Jason, and I said, you know what? When I was thinking about what I was going to put for a title today, I was like, I'm going to go with it. Fuck it. 30 butt plugs with the foxtail. Because do you ever see anybody with a tail and their back end, there's a butt plug on the other end of that tail. And it's going somewhere. It ain't just going down the pants. It's going somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So if you really want to have fun, you see somebody with a tail and want to be a little mean, grab that tail and yank it out. Because you ain't just yanking it out of their pants. You're yanking it out of orifice. Get a good yank. Pop. Oh, shit. Mike and we're going to get in trouble this summer. That's all there is to it. We're going to get in
Just don't
trouble.
go to jail.
Just don't what?
Just don't. Just don't go to jail.
Oh, we're going to save money just in case.
Or if you do go to jail, don't call me to come bail you out.
Well, apparently he's a great griller, so I'm waiting to summer to get some of his grilling and whatnot. Oh man.
One of my coworkers and I, we want to go to Nashville, Tennessee, because I still told us that's on my bucket list to go to Nashville. And she said, "Oh, you really want to go to Nashville?" I said, "Yes," because that's on my bucket list too. I said, "Well," I said, "we'll have to plan a trip and we'll have to go to Nashville together." And this guy said, "Well, if you guys go to Nashville, you guys get in trouble, call me. I'll come bail you out," he said.
Damn. You
I
see,
have no idea who he was. It was a customer. He said, "Well, if you get in trouble, call me. I'll come bail you out."
oh, you see what Mike puts in there? He goes, "Yep, definitely gonna need bail money."
No, because I can't see the chat.
uh, but yeah,
On Zoom, on Zoom, I can't see the chat.
so that, ladies and gentlemen, is the reason why that title says 30 butt plug. It was a conversation that my neighbor and I were texting each other, and he started the whole damn thing. He says, "Gonna get some rope, some tape, duct
Oh, yeah,
tape."
yeah, yeah, sure. Blame it on somebody else. It's all their fault, not yours.
All I asked
You had
him,
nothing to do with it.
you know how I started the conversation today? I said, "Good morning, sir." And briskets. Ooh. See, don't do that, Mike. Don't. It's late. You know what I want? I want some lamb. I want some gyros.
Ooh,
Mm,
I had Mickey D's for dinner.
nasty.
Half a quarter pounder with cheese.
I don't like Mickey D's anymore. I really, really don't. It tastes funny. It tastes a whole lot different than it did when I was a young kid. And ever since they changed the oil on the fries, I'm sorry, those fries do not taste good anymore. They really don't.
I didn't get no French fries. All I got was it was supposed to be a cheeseburger, but he got me a quarter pound of cheese. I said, "There's no way I'm gonna be able to eat a quarter pounder of cheese." He said, "Well, just eat it. We can." I ate about half of it. That was it.
Hmm.
It was supposed to be a double cheeseburger, but he got me a quarter pounder because last time I said, "Oh, you got a double cheeseburger, nothing on it but ketchup." I said, "Not even ketchup or mustard. There was nothing on it." Says it's plain. He said, "Well, I told him everything." I said, "They probably thought you meant nothing on it." I said, "That's why it's plain. I was just telling you on a double cheeseburger." I said, "Everything will be on it."
Hey, you just always lift the lid and take stuff off that you don't want on it. It's a lot easier
There was
that way.
nothing on it. It was plain. No, there was only cheese on it. That was it. Nothing else.
You know there are people that actually order a cheeseburger, the small cheeseburgers, with no meat, just the cheese.
Really?
Yeah, there are people that will actually, some of the door dashing is fun because you'll see some of the weird orders that people put together. But yeah, there are people that will actually order a cheeseburger, but minus the meat.
That's stupid.
Yeah, I know, but people are strange. When you're a vegan, man, you all lost your mind. I remember back in Hawaii
Oh,
one time at
yeah,
work.
I know. I used to work with a girl who's a vegan. She said she didn't eat meat, but she'd make chicken and stuff for her husband, and her daughter.
Then you're not a vegan.
No, she didn't make it for her. She made it for her husband. Her she didn't eat. She was a vegan. She didn't eat meat, but her husband and her daughter did.
We,
So
uh,
she'd
well, like I
she
said,
would cook it for her husband and her daughter.
I was in Hawaii one time and I worked at a pizza joint, and this vegan came in and wanted a paper bag, which we had plenty, so I gave her a paper bag, and before she even touched it, she goes, "Do you know if there was any meat? If there was any meat in it?" I like, "Ma'am, it's a paper bag. It's an empty paper bag." "Yes, but do you know if it had meat in it?" I like, "Ma'am, I just took it out of a brand new package. No, there was no meat. I gotta make sure there's no meat." I was like, "Get out of here. Get the hell out of my store."
Now my daughter for Christmas, she bought me these two chili bowls, and the chili bowls had a bag of vegan chili in there.
Oh, sometimes what I'll do, I'll turn around and when they say I don't eat meat, this and that, I say, "Hey, I'm just helping you. Cows, they eat grass and all that stuff." I did say, "Come in, come in, damn it. Where are you? Admit." How many times I gotta admit you, Regina? You've been admitted. The Hulk is from Taco Bell. Hello, Miss Regina.
Hi, Ghost Dog. Hi, Natalie.
Has anyone ordered the Hulk mystery menu
Hi,
item?
Regina.
No, but I've heard if you go to the restaurants and stuff like that, just about every restaurant has a secret menu.
Mm-hmm.
McDonald has one. I know that. I guess Taco Bell has one. Uh, it's a secret menu. It's not on any menu. They'll never talk about it. But if you can find it on online or something like that, all you have to do is go in there and tell them you want this certain item, and they have to make it. They're pissed off, but you have to make it. So
Well, anyways, she got me this thing and it was vegan chili. I tried the vegan chili. It wasn't too bad. I mean, it didn't have no meat in it, but other than that, it was good.
don't you ever, ever, ever give me a burger and say it's a vegan burger, because it's not a freaking burger. I want to do. I'm waiting for them to have a vegan protest or something like that. I'm gonna grab Mike's ass and his boys, and we're all gonna get some chicken, and we're gonna get some steaks, you know, and we're gonna go down there and stand in line, watch them parade by as we're just chowing down. Hell,
Mm,
I might even rent a cow and
What
have it tied up to us.
What about the Impossible Whopper from Burger King?
I will taste that. Never heard of that one, but like I said, just about almost all fast food restaurants has uh, a secret menu order.
The Impossible Whopper is a plant base. I've tried it and I liked it.
I know I will taste the difference in a heartbeat, and that's the stupidest thing. People are like, oh, you can't taste the difference. Bullshit, you can't.
and the vegan chili had some kind of plant-based stuff in it.
Yep, I've tasted your vegan substitute meats before, and it's eating cardboard.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't care how much salt and pepper you put on it, it's still eating cardboard. I will know the difference. I don't give a shit who you are. Just by looking at it, I'll know the difference.
That's like one time just for the heck of it. I was on a diet
Mike says,
and I was
go ahead.
really hungry for potato chips.
I know
And I
Mike.
bought these ones that was low carb potato chips. They were like chewing cardboard. They were disgusting. They were the worst ever.
Uh, Mike says he tried the Impossible Whopper, and it was impossible to swallow. I wouldn't doubt it. Jen says they got Earth burgers here. I like my meat. Yep. We're not.
Turkey burgers are good.
Nope.
I've had turkey burgers
Nope.
before.
Nope. Do you know? Somebody posted something about hot dogs and whatnot, which are banned in certain countries and whatnot. And when they came across Oscar Mayer wieners, right? So I got it. I took a picture of it. I zoomed in on it, see what was in it. It was chicken. I said, well, no wonder it's banned because it's not a hot dog. A hot dog is a beef hot
Have you
dog,
ever seen
period.
how they make a hot dog?
Have I what?
Have you ever seen how they make a hot dog?
I don't give a damn how they make it. If it ain't a beef hot dog, it ain't a hot dog, period. You know how they make
No,
sausage?
like I get an all beef hot dog, but a regular hot dog is made out of chicken parts and beef parts and stuff like that.
Not an Angus hot dog. It's all beef, period. And
Yeah, that's
you know you ate an Angus burger because man,
oh yeah.
it's oily as hell and it will weigh you down.
Yep,
Does weird things to
yep.
your jaw. Your whole body is like fuck.
We're gonna have Angus beef tomorrow. I'm gonna make a beef roast tomorrow.
Yeah. Uh, no, if it ain't real meat, Colleen buys it all the time, and I understand why she does because it's cheaper. Okay, I get the cost effective, but
Right.
when she buys those things, I won't touch those with a 10-foot pole. Nope. You know,
Nope.
if it ain't beef, don't bring in some meat that's made with some other critter and tell me,
Nope.
oh, it's a burger, it's a hot dog.
Well, that's like somebody was saying about turkey bacon, and I said, man, I was talking about it, and she said, if I want bacon, I want real bacon. I said, same here. If I want bacon, I want real bacon.
I don't get the, you know, eggs, bacon. You'll see on these packages where it says homegrown, organic fed, and like, is it a pig or not? I don't give a damn what you feed it. Bacon's bacon. It all tastes the same. You can't
Exceptions for turkey bacon does not taste like bacon at all.
because it's not bacon then.
Ex- well, no, it's made out of a turkey, and does my daughter
Then
bought it, and I didn't like
don't
it.
call it bacon. That's what I'm saying. Don't call something
No.
that it isn't. Just don't. No, no,
Well,
don't.
they do. They used to call it turkey bacon. I'm like, yuck. I said, if I want bacon, I want real bacon.
I made a heart attack food. I only made it once, and it's called the heart attack hot dog something another. You take a beef hot dog. No, you take hamburger. You roll it up like a hot dog. Then you wrap it with cheese and that, and then you wrap it with bacon, and then you wrap it with
Oh
more
my God.
cheese, and you fry this thing. You don't cook it, you fry it, and yeah,
That's a heart attack waiting to happen.
and that's why they call it the heart attack hot dog, something another, bacon hot dog. But it's made out of hamburger, and I tell you what, I made it once, and you could only eat one of those. It's so saturated with fat, it's not even funny. But it was good. Ooh, it was real good. But then again, anything wrapped in bacon is good.
My
Sounds
sister-in-law
like
does
it's
that with.
really good.
It is.
I'm sorry, Nina.
But you best better take your blood pressure and make sure your blood's okay. Make sure your heart's settled. Take your heart medication before you eat one of those. Because they
My sister-in-law does that with liver. She takes liver, beef liver,
I don't
nah,
like
bacon around
liver
and cooks
at
it that way.
all.
nah. Do you know what's filtered through a liver? I don't want to eat that.
I don't like it.
I don't like liver at all either. I've tried it a
It's
number of times.
it's too
I
dry.
don't like it.
It's too damn dry. Liver is just too damn dry.
One time my mom made it and she baked in the oven and I smelled her and walked in the house and my dad said, look what mom's making. And I said, what is it? He opened the oven and he said, look. He said, it's beef. I said, said, you're a liar. Said, that's, my dad said, what do you mean I'm a liar? I said, that's not beef. It's liver. He goes, how do you know? I said, just by the smell of it, I know it's liver. I said, that's not beef. It's liver. I won't touch it.
No, it's too damn dry, is what it is.
Now, one thing I did try that my grandpa was a pig farmer, and he always had these big kettles outside when he butchered,
Hmm.
and he's making liverwurst. And he put the livers in there and cooked it. And he pulled one out after it was done and knocked the hunk off of it. I said, what is that? He said, liver. I said, oh. He said, you want to try it? I said, sure. Pig liver I do like.
Hmm.
But it tastes totally different. It doesn't have the awful taste that beef liver has.
I was going to say
But
something,
you
but
have
I
to
can't
know a
remember.
farmer to get pig liver, they don't sell it.
I like liverwurst myself,
Uh-huh.
I forget what
but
it.
regular liver,
I,
That's why he was cooking up all that stuff. He was going to make liverwurst and scrapple.
I do know. I love the sausage links, the ring
Uh-huh.
links, but
Yeah.
the only way to eat those, you got to eat it with sauerkraut. And there ain't nobody in this house that likes sauerkraut. I was like, are you kidding me? You can't eat links without sauerkraut.
Oh my God.
It's a rule. It's a law. You're gonna make links. You best better have some sauerkraut with it. That's the German in you.
I do that all the time. I make sauerkraut and hot dogs or sauerkraut and pork.
Sauerkraut put hair on your chest.
Because my daughter said to me, my daughter said, Mom, I said, what? So I made it one time. You're only supposed to have sauerkraut and pork on New Year's. I said, child. I said, I can have it any damn time I want it. I said, it's not just a New Year's thing. I said, it's not, you're only supposed to have it on New Year's. You can have it anytime you want to have it.
I like sauerkraut in kielbasa myself, and I'm the only one who will eat it.
I was just sorry to interrupt you guys, but someone Mike said make sure you know. Oh, Jen said at least you didn't snag the tip of your thing in a zipper. Uh, it's funny you say that because just yesterday, Colleen and I were talking about that, or to somebody, or no, I think it was one of the boys, one of Mike's boys, or Mike, or something like that. But I told him that's when you become a man. Is when you get your thingy caught in a zipper.
My friend was doing that. He was coming out of the bathroom and he was zipping up his zipper. And we were watching a football game and Penn State scored or something. He started jumping up and down at the same time from the zipper. All of a sudden he goes, ow, ow, ow. I said, what happened? He's like, got my thing caught in the zipper.
Yeah, I think every man on earth has done it or will do it. It's just
And it was all I could do to keep from laughing at him because I thought it was funny.
that's why I do not ever like going commando. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. I've been there, I've done that, and Mama's always the one that has to get it out. Because you ain't undoing it. Oh,
You just made me laugh.
well, I'd rather birth a baby through my butthole before zipping my thing in my zipper.
I bet you would.
Jesus. I just had sausage links and sauerkraut, sweet potato, and homemade salad with raspberry vinaigrette. I don't know what that is. I this house is nothing but a ranch house. Everything's ranch. I'm going to introduce them one of these days. Maybe I might do it on the third. I'm going to introduce them to a new salad dressing. It's probably the best salad dressing, and that's Thousand Island. Yep, 30 fuzzy butt plugs before zip up. Yep,
I'm a vinaigrette person.
yep. Oh, every man cries. I'm sorry. You know, you all complain that giving birth is painful. Zip it, grow a dick, and honestly, zip it in the zipper. You're gonna find out your birthing pains is nothing compared to that. There ain't no pain worse than zipping your thingy in your zipper because like I said, one, the person that zipped it up is not going to unzip it, and it's usually the wife or the mama that has to do it after they stop laughing. Yeah, no, that's. I'd rather drink this whole bottle of magnesium citrate than to try the zipper trick. That's why you wear button fly. Smart, and it's probably why a lot of men. Maybe that's why they do wear button pants, button fly pants, because they've been there, done that.
I
So you just walk by another guy that sees he's got buttons, you just kind of give him that nod of acknowledgement.
asked my husband if he ever, and he said that he don't think he ever has, and he said it would probably hurt.
Oh, I guarantee he has. You don't get old without doing it at least once.
Exactly.
It's one of those things that we have a memory block. You've heard about that one. A really sincere a really serious situation happen when you're younger and you just kind of mentally block it out the rest of your life. Probably one of those
Yeah.
Yeah.
situations.
I know this one time when I was zipping up my pants, how I pulled one of my hair, and that pulled hurt like a Dickens. I almost cried too.
No, you definitely will cry with that. That hurts just thinking about it. We got to get off this subject. That's a painful subject.
Uh huh.
That ought to be banned.
Yeah,
That ought to be banned from any talk chat. I would crack myself up sometimes. Or military pants and stay away from zipper. Yep, absolutely. I need to get me
I'll be
some.
back in a second.
I need to get me some sweats. I need to get a whole new wardrobe. Nothing fits me around here, especially my pants.
Oh,
Pants, shorts. I don't know how many times I. Thank God the girls never seen it. Never once have they seen it. But I've had it where I walk downstairs with a pair of shorts on, and I'll get around the corner out of their eyesight, and bam, there goes my shorts. It'll drop right to my ankles.
I've done that myself.
Jeez, I only been on here for an hour. Wow, 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 wow. What's Eddie doing?
I'm I'm finally getting over the COVID. Finally, I have to, um tomorrow and Monday to finish the medication that the doctor put me on, and
Yeah,
I'll be done.
I know on my bed in my room when I entered the door of my room, my pants are gone. Rule number one: I do not wear pants when I'm in my own room. Now
I know how that
I
is.
wear shorts and stuff like that, but nope. Then goes dog wear a belt or super. Belts don't help either. You know, I only got one belt, and it's literally 30 years old. It's that stretch belt, and I stretched it out so many times. Uh, I've stretched it out so far, tightening it up, that it literally hangs to my knee.
well, come here.
Who are you yelling at?
Huh? You look pretty? Here, look at the camera. Say hello. Say hello.
We
Say
got
hello.
we
Tell
Hey,
got.
me goodbye.
kitty.
See, I should.
Uh-huh.
I really should hate. I really should hate Michael. I really should hate him because that's where our cats came from. His family.
That's out of one of the three of my cats. That's one of the three of my cats.
I told him if we ever get another cat, and I mean it, I will boot out whatever cat they bring in if it's not the cat I said. The next cat I
Well,
want.
I got him because I got his mother. And at the time, my friend said to me, "You want a pregnant cat? The cat's not pregnant." I said, "The one, because she had one that was pregnant, and this other cat she got. So I'll take the one that's not pregnant." Well, and he was just saying, I got her, I took her to the vet, and the vet said, "Huh, one, either she's going in the heat, or two, she's pregnant." He said, "Well, she's pregnant. We can take care of the baby." He said, "Oh no, you're not." I said, "Pregnant or not, I'll take her and bring her home." I told my uncle that, and he said, "Oh, she's not pregnant." I said, "Oh, yes, she is, because so December she was getting fatter and fatter and fatter by the day." And finally, she had them, and she had 4 kittens, and I kept two out of the 4.
No.
And the one I kept because my daughter lives in Texas. My daughter's seen a picture of her, wanted her, and then she comes home text her because nope, I don't want her. She's antisocial. I don't know if she is. She's antisocial. She said I don't want her, but I kept her.
Nope. The only other cat if we ever get another cat, it's got to be pure black, not a white speck anywhere. Not on his toes, not on his feet, not on his tail, not on his nose. It's got to be 100% pure black.
Well, see, I don't know how these cats got together. The mother cat is all white with gray on her. Her son has gray in his head, gray in her. The one I just had up here, he has gray in his head and gray in his tail. That's it.
Nope, I don't want any more speckled, different colors.
She got one. One was calico. One was tiger, and the other one was white and gray like she is. And I don't know how she got the tiger one. I don't know how she got a calico one, but she did.
I don't care how beautiful the cat is. If it's not pure black, I don't want it.
And the calico is bigger than she is, and bigger than her son. The calico is out of the same litter, and she's bigger. All of them. She's even bigger than her mother.
You guys got to remember, I don't like cats. I have never liked cats ever. They
No,
stink.
and the others don't. You want to take and make gloves out of them.
You damn Skippy. I'm waiting for her butt head to grow up so I can get my right hand gloves. Theo's big enough. I got a left hand glove. Now I just got to wait for her butt head to get big enough so I'll have a right hand. No, they stink.
I'm sure you love the dog to pieces, right?
Cats, they just stink. Period. They really, really freaking do. We got 2 litter boxes, one in the bathroom downstairs and one by the back door. And every time you go in the kitchen, that's the first thing that hits your nose is that freaking those litter boxes. God, they stink. And it isn't just a normal crap stink. It's supernova stink.
I scoop mine out every day, and then once a month I clean them out. I take them out and dump them out completely, wash them, and put fresh litter in.
I would love to get a little cat door on the back door and teach them how to go crap outside. I love my dogs. I'm a dog guy. I mean, but you know, it's funny. I don't like cats, but cats sure in the hell like me. I mean, look at Mr. Theo, man. I've got a lot of pictures where he will steal my bed. He'll sit on my stomach and put his face right in my face, and he'll jump up there. I'm surprised he hasn't jumped up so far.
Wait till he turns around and sticks his butt in your face.
Nope. 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 I don't want no damn city kitty or a country kitten. Nope.
Well, they claim, I don't know how true it is because I don't know, but they claim if a cat sticks their butt in your face, they trust you.
It ain't the butt. He puts his nose. We go nose to nose. He'll just get right up in there and just sit there and look at you.
He loves you.
Yeah, well, he's got to stop stealing the bed, and I wouldn't have that big of a problem.
Well, my cat I sleep in my recliner chair, and the cat whenever I used to sleep in my bed, the cat would jump in the bed with me, or if I lay down on the couch, she'd lay down beside me, but now that I sleep in my recliner chair, she just hops up here and lays beside me. I mean, she'll crawl on me like she's going to try to crawl inside me, but other than that, she just lays up here with me.
Did Misty really do that?
Huh?
I was reading Mike saying that our neighbor, Misty, will try to poison them if they're outside.
It's cruel.
I won't go that far.
That's really cruel.
Yeah, it is. It's really bad if people hate cats that bad, they'll try to hurt them. It's really bad.
Well, it's fun tying their tails together with a piece of rope and throw them over a clothesline.
Where I live now, I had 2 cats disappear here and I never found them again. So I don't know where they went.
Did you hear what I said? I said,
Yeah,
it's you can have fun with cats. Tie their tails together with a piece of rope and throw them over a clothesline.
I've heard of that.
You're gonna see a fight
Or
you'd
tying a
never
smoke
seen.
bomb in their tail. I've heard that too. Tying a smoke bomb in their tail.
No, I won't do that. I will not inflict pains on any animal. I mean, yes, I eat meat, absolutely. But a good example, we had a deer back in one of our country towns and whatnot. But this deer was so friendly, it walked right up to you, let you pet it and everything else, to the point that, and it was a wild deer, but it was still very friendly, to the point that the entire town got together and said, we got to do something about this deer, because we're hunters. We'll hunt deer in a heartbeat. And this thing being so friendly, it's an open invitation. So we tie pink ribbons around deer like that. So everybody in the town knows what deer this is. And if they see a pink ribbon on the deer, you don't shoot it.
There was a guy or a woman today I saw on the news thing, um, in Fayette County here. She had gotten a deer as a fawn, and she was raising it as a pet. And the deer had all the proper shots and everything, um, from from where a deer farm would be, and all the shots that the deer farm gives their deer, the vaccinations and stuff. Well, the game commission came and fined her and arrested her and took the deer away. And it was not just her, but everyone in the community was taking care of this deer, and she was had it in her house as a pet. And they told her she was not allowed to have the deer as a pet unless it was born in captivity. If the deer was born in captivity, she could keep it as a pet. Because it wasn't born in captivity, she couldn't keep it as a pet. They came and took it away from her
Yeah, that's not the only
and
thing.
arrested her.
Well, you heard about that squirrel in New York, right?
No.
Oh my God, this squirrel became really really popular on TikTok. It was born in the wild, but it just took a liking to this one family, young couple, and this squirrel, friendliest thing in the world. Well, some idiot, and she claimed to be one of these animal lover activists and whatnot, called the city, New York City Animal Center and whatnot, and they came in and gave him a big ass fine, was going to throw him in jail, took the squirrel and euthanized it.
Well, they're not sure they're going to do this deer yet. They haven't euthanized it yet, but they're not sure what they're going to do with it.
It just, you know what? Out in the country, we had rabbits, we had squirrels, hell, we had some birds that would just come in and visit you and whatnot.
Where my mom used to live at, we had a squirrel, and she would hold peanuts out the door. And he got brave enough, he'd start coming from the door, and he'd look in the screen door at her and start shouting at her. And she'd open the screen door really slowly and hold a peanut out there, and he'd take it out of her fingers because that's how tame he got.
Yeah, I didn't hear
He had
about.
a chunk out of his tail, and she named him Scooter.
I didn't know there was a raccoon involved. I knew about the squirrel, and it was a very, very famous squirrel. It really was. Everybody loved him. I mean, they started a TikTok. That's where it was at, and everybody loved it so much. I mean, he had thousands, hundreds of thousands of subscribers and stuff like that just to watch the squirrel. And some stupid lady that claimed to be an environmentalist called the cops and had the squirrel taken. And I guess there was a raccoon too. I didn't know about the raccoon, but I do know about the squirrel. And they didn't just take it and release it in the wild; they literally euthanized it. And I don't know if he got thrown in jail, but I do know that they got fined and everything. I mean, it. How stupid do you have to be? How
And for a
jealous?
while, this one guy, I knew he had a deer that came down to his house, and it was a fawn. It just wandered down. Apparently, it was around hunting season. The mother got killed or something, and his baby deer wandered out, still had spots, and his wife took it in, and he had just had a foal that was born. So his wife had used the full milk and that he went and bought because it was for the mom's milkman, and finally mom's milkman. And she'd take that and put it in a bottle, heat a bottle for this deer and feed the deer with the bottle and everything. And they'd been allowed to go play around. Well, one day it just took off.
That's why I really don't like going to zoos because you can see it, you can sense it, feel it. Those animals, the zoo people will tell you, oh, they're happy, they're good, and all this and that. And they'll just bitch up a storm about that and protect them. No, those animals are not happy. You can see it.
We used to have a deer sanctuary here, which is still there. But it was open to the public to go visit it, and you can go through and feed them carrots and apples and stuff like that. But they closed it down because some idiot went in there and tried shooting a deer. So they closed it down to the public now. You have to call the number and make an appointment to go out there because my daughter wanted to go out there and do photography because she was learning to be a photographer. And we had to call and get permission for the guy to be out there and let her in. And he said, then my daughter, I was with her, and he said she could walk up in the paddocks, but I couldn't go up there. I had to stay down below, but he was going to take her up in the paddocks to get pictures.
I know Jen is a huge animal lover and whatnot. Boy, don't you talk about harming an animal around her. She'll probably drive to whatever state you're at to rescue the animal. She's got a good story once where I guess they were driving by. I mean, I could get the story wrong unless they told themselves, but I'll try to too early. I get tired right away, Mike. I always do. But it's like my energy gets drained. But the story kind of summarized it as they were more or less driving around, and she saw a dog. I think it was a pit bull in the backyard that you could tell was being mistreated and whatnot. And she got so mad that she made Eddie stop, and she ran over to it, jumped the fence, grabbed the dog, and took it to the vet. That's Jen. Don't you even think about.
That's something my daughter would do. Because my daughter used to work at Dorothy O'Connor's Animal Center in Victoria, Tennessee, or Victoria, Texas, where she lived in Texas. And she had gotten a lady come in with a 10-week-old puppy. And she wanted to trade this puppy in on a Rottweiler. My daughter said she didn't get the puppy back, and she didn't get no Rottweiler either.
Wow.
Well, needless to say, my daughter now has a dog. My daughter's had a dog for several years now. And she said, she's only 10 weeks old. My daughter said, they couldn't keep her at the shelters. My daughter said, I'll take her as a foster. They said, okay. Well, I knew darn well that dog was not going to be a foster. That dog was not going back to the shelter. My daughter paid $100 and some to adopt this dog at this place where she worked, and I'm like, oh, Lord have mercy. And she has a picture of her little dog, which was mine, that she took, and of the new dog she got. Needless to say, she now has two other dogs. She has a Great Pyrenees and a Black Lab and something else mixed together.
I want my beagle.
So she has 4 dogs all total.
That's what I want. I want my damn beagle. Give me a beagle. I'll be the happiest man in the world.
How about a Basset Hound?
Nope. Beagle. I want a beagle. I want a 13-inch beagle.
There was a dog the other day in the store. I didn't see it, but we heard it barking. And the one guy said, one of my coworkers said, that has to be a beagle. I said, it could be a beagle, but it could also be a Basset Hound. So they sound about the same.
Not really. To be honest, they really don't.
Basset sounds, beagles I think is more rougher than the Bassets, but
Bassets got a lower tone, and beagles have a higher tone.
more of a howl.
Well, they both
I was
howl.
looking for the picture. I was looking for the picture my daughter had on Facebook of my husband and I sitting outside with our basset hound we used to have.
Who the hell's
I
yelling at
have
me?
Huh?
have a beagle myself, Natalie, and she's 13 years old.
Mike,
And
you nasty. You nasty, Mike. Oh my God. Oh my God. He just sent me a picture of a butt plug with a tail.
I'm sorry.
That's just nasty, Mike. Come on. Don't show it to my girls, though. They'll be like, I want it. I'll give it to Colleen. Ah! Did I make you guys jump?
Nope.
Well, I farted, so
No.
Thanks for the information.
you're welcome.
TMI.
Yeah, get rid of that word TMI. Did you hear what's?
I said something to my mom yesterday, and that's what she said. TMI.
Did you
Too
guys?
much information. I said, yeah.
Did you hear that BS? What our governor, our state, Wisconsin state governor, is trying to do?
No.
He's trying to get rid of the word mother, mom, ma,
Why?
because he wants to change it to, if it's a pregnant mother, he wants to call it an impregnated female carrier or something like that. Something really, really stupid. It isn't husband and wife. It's spouse. And it's like nobody's gonna fall for that crap. But he's dead serious. He wants to change names: a mother, father, mom, dad, to some other name.
Hmm.
And I was like, nobody's gonna follow that law. Nobody.
I call
You
my
heard
mom
about that?
mom,
You?
mama, mother.
Yeah, that's it. Impregnated fetal carrier. That's what you're supposed to call. He wants people to call a pregnant lady. An impregnated
That's
fetal.
stupid.
It is stupid. It's like, is this guy? Somebody check his drug supply. I think it's been laced or something.
Hmm.
But then again, we do have a Democrat governor, which I didn't even know we had one. I know I didn't vote for his ass.
I call my
Then
mom mom, mama, mother.
Nope, he wants to get rid of all those names.
The mommy went away a long time ago, but
what is the child supposed to call the parents?
yeah, what's the father supposed to be?
I would have to look it up, but there's a whole bunch of other
Sperm
names.
donor?
Oh yeah, they're trying to do that one too. They are definitely trying to do that.
God almighty. Well, what are the kids supposed to call the parents? Hey, you female fetal carrier?
It's stupid. It's
Is that
really,
what the kids supposed to call their mother? And say you sperm donor and call the father their sperm donor?
yeah. I just put the link back up there. If anybody wants to come up, you're more than welcome to come up. I just ask you to respect the guests and respect the host, because this host has no issue kicking your ass off the
The
screen.
governor must be smoking something.
He's, well, it is Madison, so Madison is a messed up town. It's where all those young kids are.
Well, Shapiro is not. I'll tell you what, Governor Shapiro is not much better. The governor of Pennsylvania is not much better.
It's just really, really stupid. No, we can't let her in.
Hi.
Hi, Miss Colleen.
How you guys doing?
Hi, Colleen.
How are you?
Bored out my misery mind. But it's like I said in the chat, we've been calling our
I
moms and dads
I'm on Zoom. I
over
can't see chat,
1,000 of
so
years. Okay? I am
I
going to still,
know.
as respect of our parents, I'm going to still call them mom and dad. Or yes, sir, yes, ma'am.
Exactly.
It's
My
stupid.
mom is always mother, mama, or mom. My dad was always papa or dad, depending on what mood I was in. Sometimes with my dad, if I was in a really good mood and I really, really wanted something, I'd say, Daddy, please.
I mean, ever since.
And one time I called my dad Daddy if I wanted something. I called him Daddy. He's like, okay, Nat, what do you want? Because I called him Daddy. He knew when I called him Daddy, I wanted something.
See, that's the thing. I wonder, our president is smarter than these damn fucking governments. I am sorry, I had to put it out there. Our damn president is a lot more smarter than every damn state governor. And that tells you something.
I don't want to bring politics up because Ghost Dog said no politics, but I'm going to bring one thing up. Have any of you seen what happened yesterday in the Oval Office?
Yep, and I am so happy. I am so proud of Donald Trump. It's not even funny. And
Yes,
it wasn't just.
exactly. I said whenever he was telling that Ukrainian dude that he was not going to support them and all this and that, I'm like, amen. Amen. He said he had thousands and thousands of people here and he was going to protect this country. I'm like, amen.
Yeah.
About time somebody sticks up for little people.
But what's bad part is that guy saying, "Are you on this side or this side?" And Donald Trump's like, "No, I'm not on either side."
I'm on American side, and that's what he said straight out. He says, "I'm."
Exactly. And he said, then he came back on later, another conference outside, and said about the war could go on, they could continue fighting, World War III could continue going, they could continue fighting, or just call it quits and do whatever. But he said if it wasn't for us, the Ukrainian guy would not win.
Yeah.
Thanks to us Americans chipping off $1 trillion over there to fight that shit. No, that's not our business.
That's what Trump does. That's what freaking Biden done.
Yep.
Biden sent $1,000 over them and sent our equipment over there, not Trump.
I'm sorry, it's like our parents used to tell us 3 kids when we always fight. Take it outside. Whoever wins, that's what we keep.
Yeah.
But that was the best. And you know, to finish that up, do you know the best part of that whole thing is when the Ukrainian president got kicked out of the White House.
Oh yeah.
He
Yeah,
got they kicked his ass out. He didn't leave on his own. He was kicked out.
But our stupid, dumb, stupid freaking senator of Pennsylvania, or I don't know, he's a senator of Pennsylvania or senator of the whole United States. I don't freaking know. He's stupid. He debunked
Wait,
him
like
and yelled at him for doing that.
Sorry, it's like that dude said. What happened? Thank you, Americans. You didn't say one thank you. And that's when they got all fucked up.
Oh, that's when.
Yeah, Trump told him he was ungrateful.
He was.
Come on, monster.
He was supposed
Come on,
to.
baby boy.
It was supposed to be a big show, a big stage show where the Ukrainian was supposed to come in, shake hands, sign a piece of paper, and then walk away.
Nope.
Nope. The whole thing was, give me more money, give me money, give me money, because Trump would have stopped all that. Trump stopped that shit right when he first got in the office. And now they're crying, oh, we need money. It wasn't for us. Oh, but the big deal is, in a way, he didn't. Well, I guess technically he did. He threatened America.
Yeah,
did you guys catch that?
At that point where Trump said, I have thousands of people here, and I got to protect our country.
actually Ukraine told us American people we ain't safe over there in the future. So that tells us Americans, okay, if we want to go vacation to go overseas, we might never come back.
No, it wasn't
Might
just
be
that. It wasn't just.
body day.
It wasn't just that. He was talking. War was coming to our shores. You got to catch the first part of that. Grady kept saying, and he stuck to his guns. He stuck to his guns, and that pissed off a lot of freaking people. Don't threaten America. Do not threaten America.
I'm sorry. This is my opinion alone. Let them fight their own goddamn battles. Let's deal what we have going on in America.
Exactly.
But yeah,
Amen.
The flu bird, the egg price is going up. Let's deal with that shit first.
you know, there's something.
Yeah.
There's
$8 for 18 eggs.
there's something kind of funny that people are mentioning and bringing to attention. Isn't it funny this bird flu only affected the chickens? Didn't affect the turkeys. Didn't affect any other waterfowl. It didn't affect
No.
any other bird except for chickens. It was only the chickens that had bird flu.
Yeah, there's something fishy about that too.
Oh hell yeah, there's something fishy about that.
Government trying, we're overpopulated. Okay, it's our government waiting and saying, "Oh, let's let it go. Let's just get it out there. Let's get these people get sick and die."
But the thing is, nobody
Go
can.
to Royal King and buy my own
No,
damn chickens. and
nobody's proved the fact there is a bird flu once these chickens. He killed off hundreds of millions of chickens, and Biden did that. Wasn't Trump?
Yeah.
And everybody's like, well, "Why didn't you lower the price of egg?" Do you know it takes a couple minutes to actually grow more chickens?
There's a lot of things that Biden did wrong. A lot.
He did everything. Yeah, his biggest mistake was running for president. That was his biggest mistake, running for president.
We're just a big.
Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon.
So
We're just a joke to everybody. When President Biden was in the office, it's nothing but a clowns running the office. We're just that joke.
I kept on saying all the time, every time I'd see him on TV or something, my boyfriend would talk about him, I'd say, yeah, the stupid asshole that has Alzheimer's dementia. And
Yeah.
you always say, I said, well, it's true. I said, he goes into a freaking Starbucks, they ask him questions, he has a full piece of paper out of his pocket and read the answers off the paper because he couldn't know the answers off the top of his head. So I swear to God, he had Alzheimer's, he couldn't remember anything. He goes into a building, lost trying to find his way out of the building.
It's terrible.
Dementia is no thing to mess around with.
Well, here's the
because
problem.
my mom had it, and my husband's mom has it.
Well, I know that he did because he couldn't remember anything. I know people that had it, and I dealt with it with them, and I used to volunteer in a nursing home, so I used to volunteer in a nursing home, so I know how people are when they have dementia. And I volunteer 2 nights a week in a nursing home.
Hello, CW. How you doing, girl? Miss Canadian Witch is up there.
As a volunteer at the hospital.
Canadian, your witch.
Well, it's funny part. Gulf of Mexico. It's not gonna be Gulf of Mexico. It's gonna be America. I'm sorry.
That's right.
Time we always say Gulf of Mexico.
It's Gulf America because Mexico doesn't own the Gulf,
Yep.
and
Well,
it's not gonna be.
oh,
It's not gonna be. It already is named Gulf of America. Matter of fact, when you Google finally caught up, and they're the most biased thing out there. They have renamed their maps, and so when you look up Google the Gulf, it will say Gulf of America.
I'll be still saying Gulf of Mexico.
I wouldn't know what to say.
It's like that for years.
So when people believed that the world was flat for many years. We've already proven it's round, but they still will believe it's flat. And the best
My
way,
son-in-law,
the
my
easiest,
son-in-law is Mexican. He's Mexican, but he was born in the United States, so he's a United States citizen.
the best, the only, and the answer, the question, to answer the question, is the world flat or is it round? Is if these flat earthers, all they have to do is just go to the edge of the world
It's
because
round.
all they have to do is go to the edge of the earth where they say it's flat, and there's going to be an edge there with the water falling off the earth. Take us a picture.
The Earth is not flat. The Earth is round.
You know, we all know that. But these flat earthers, they're
I
just
think you're on the equator.
they're just so into it. Like I said, the easiest way you can finish your argument, because just about every test that they do to try to prove that it is flat, they can't figure out because their proof doesn't come up the way they want it. Like the best example is they did a laser test. Now if they had one guy with a laser, a very powerful laser, then they had another guy with these signs thousands of feet away, and if the Earth was flat, it would hit the center of this sign, this target, right?
All of the planets are round.
So when they shot the laser, they couldn't find the end of the laser on the sign. And they're like, "Is the
Oh
laser
gosh.
working?" Well, they found it. They had to raise their sign up a few feet to actually see the dot, which proves the Earth is round. And then they'll sit there and they'll just scratch their heads. Well, I don't understand. There's got to be a malfunction. No, you just proved to yourself that the Earth is round. You know, it's just stupid. And then every photo from space that shows the curvature of the Earth, they'll say, "Oh, it's fish lens. It's fish lens. It's fish lens." And then they set their own cameras up, and guess what? The Earth was round. It had a curvature. And they're trying to say, "Oh
I
no, it's
think
flat." No, you can see the curve in the damn Earth on your cameras.
I think all the planets are round.
Yeah, because all the planets spin. When you spin something
Yeah.
enough, what does it do? It goes into a circular shape. It's just
Right.
friction and the spinning motion. You can't spin a triangle continuously and just hope it stays a triangle. When you got
Right.
friction and stuff smashing against it, it's going to become circular, round.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it might be oblong, but it's still round, curved. You know, it's just science
Mm-hmm.
teaches you that crap. Yet to see a square planet out there or a disk planet.
Yep.
So
It would be something to see if there was a square planet out there.
you'll never find it. You'll never find it. If that planet is spinning, it's going to become round. Look at all the frickin'
Right.
asteroids and comets. They have a roundish shape to them. None of
Yep.
them are square. None of them are flat because they're tossing and they're spinning in place and they're banging up each other. Yeah. So, I mean, common sense,
One time
people.
we tried to find the Milky Way, but it was too cloudy. We couldn't see it when we were,
Just pure.
because we saw the Dipper, but we didn't see the Milky. We were trying to wait for the Milky Way, and we didn't see it.
Well, I just found out the reason why, and off the topic. I'm sorry, guys. Uh, I felt an energy shift. We possibly have alignment, another alignment, planet alignment.
That's why Sage is using the restroom so much now. I'm sorry, I had to. You laid it up, I had to finish it off. I
Okay.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yeah, but I swear to God, she's got a boyfriend in that bathroom.
Maybe she does.
I keep telling her Theodore's her husband. Wherever Sage goes, Theodore's right there. I've got
Huh.
pictures of the cats sitting outside her door when she goes into her room and shuts the door. They'll just sit right outside.
Huh.
Matter of fact, she has to at times trick Theodore. So what she'll do is she'll come into my room, and she'll go like up Theodore, So Theodore will jump on my bed, and that's my cue. I got to start petting Theodore while she turns around and runs back to her room before Theodore realizes she's taken off. But there's a few times where he caught on, and the moment she took off, he was right behind her. And he doesn't walk; he runs. And I'm telling you, man. One time, funny, I laughed my ass off. I said, here's the proof that he's your husband. I guess one time she was petting him. He was on her bed, and she was petting him, and he was on his back. And she said, the next thing you know, I looked down, and he's got a freaking boner.
Oh no.
Yep. One, I didn't know cats get boners. I've never seen it,
Yep.
but yep, I laughed
Dogs do
my.
too.
I just like I said, I told you, he's your husband or your boyfriend because he's never
See,
done
I
that.
had a dog. I could on top of his dog box. Nobody else could. So I could sit on top of his dog box, but the only problem is if I sit on top of his dog box, he would jump up and try to hump my leg.
A cat?
No.
Oh, dogs are just
Blue
notorious
tick
for that.
coonhound.
Of course, dogs. That's the dog's duty.
A blue tick coonhound.
It's a dog's duty. Don't matter what type of dog, it's gonna hump it. Even female dogs.
Exactly.
Even female dogs will hump legs.
Oh, yeah, I know female dogs will because I had a female basset hound. I was in the floor playing with her stupid dog, jumped on top of my head and started humping my head. Like, you dumb dog. And she
Yep.
was fixed too.
There's this one TikTok clip where people are pretending to pass out and see what their dogs will do to see if they'll help the person that allegedly passed out. And most of them will jump on there. Some will just sit down and like, okay, what are you doing, and whatnot. But there's a couple of them where the dog was like, great, and start humping their head or start humping their ass. I like, that's what you get.
My dogs would lick me. My dogs would lick me to death before to see if I was still alive.
That's what Roxy does.
I've laid on the floor already, and I put a blanket or put some of my coat or some of my head. And my one dog will keep on pawing at the blanket, trying to get me to uncover my head.
Yeah, Roxy will do that. I'll lay down on the floor sometimes because of my back, and Roxy's right on top of you, licking the hell out of your face.
Uh-huh.
Like, I'm alive, I'm just laying down.
Yep.
She's a squirt. She tore a thumbnail. It's not a thumbnail, but if you were to look at the nails, they got their four little toes, and their thumbnails kind of like higher up the paw. I forget what they call that. There's a name for it. But anyways,
It's called dew claws.
yeah, dew claws. She got one of her dew claws caught on something and tore it in half, and it was
Oh.
just hanging there. And she's one you cannot cut her nails. She will not at all let you touch her, to cut her nails. We got to get her to a vet when we save some money up. We got to get to her vet because her nails are so long. It's really really bad. But yeah, she hooked one and tore it. I guess she must have tore it right to the meat, and she won't let anybody, not even really look at it. You know, I mean, if I could have, I just would have went in there with a pair of
Yeah, I
fingernails.
get it. That's cut my dog's nails or taking the Petco and do it.
I would have
They
just,
wouldn't do it before they had the rabies shot, but they got the rabies shots now. They'll they'll groom and they cut their nails now. Cause
yeah.
my female dog has really long hair, so I'd take her to Petco and get her groomed and have her nails cut. I didn't kind of leave till I seen they used the blow dryer off and didn't stick her in a big dryer, so they used a regular blow dryer.
Yeah, we just throw it in the sink.
Huh?
We just throw Roxy in the sink.
Well, I've done that too, but Luna had she had her nails cut and
I'm
her hair
surprised,
was a
guys.
mess, so.
I'm surprised that Roxy's not up here now. I'm really surprised Theo's not up here.
Oh, Roxy's sleeping.
Yeah, poor dog. Roxy sleeps with Colleen under the blankets. That dog, I'm surprised, hasn't been gassed out by now. That poor boy.
My dog was sleeping too. They're quiet, so they must be asleep. Lindy Bell,
I'm surprised Michael's still up.
Lindy Bell.
Why am I calling him Michael? I'm not his dad. Surprised to see Mike still up. And what did he say? Fingles?
Monster, my chihuahua, he would get right up underneath my blanket and lay right up against my back of my legs and my butt.
That's Roxy.
Yeah, Mike, you're up.
And I cracked a good few farts. Monster ran out of the underneath the blanket.
Oh, shit.
Well, come on.
He looked. He looked
Hey, my baby girl.
everywhere to see where it came from.
Oh,
But they
Whoa.
Get here.
stinky ones, silent but deadly.
Why for me? What did I do wrong? I bought your chocolate milk. He says he's trying to find all the butt plugs for me. Already got the duct tape and rope. What the hell?
that's just a tease for him.
Jesus. Yeah. Constipation will make you sit up straight too. Oh, crap.
Yeah, tell me about it.
What are you talking about? You've been sleeping all frickin' day.
Hey, I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I stayed awake until a little bit after 2, so shush.
And you've been sleeping the whole day too.
What do you expect for a person that's bored out her misery mind?
You just don't fart, you might hit somebody. Yeah.
I'm sorry for laughing.
When is it gonna get warm again?
Better hurry up because I want to get that car torn apart. I got some new toys and I want to use them.
Yeah.
And
I want to use them.
I'm not talking about butt plugs and ropes and whips and stuff. No. I'm talking man's drill.
Oh, we got some stuff for you. Putting up in your butt cheeks.
My butt cheek has a tattoo back there. It says exit only.
Yeah, right.
I guarantee it.
Your butt is so flat.
Yeah, because I don't know why my butt's flat, but I don't care. I ain't showing off to nobody. I got nobody to impress.
every time I'm wearing makeup or something, I say, I ain't wearing makeup to work because I'm not going to work to impress anyone.
Yep.
Come on up, Roxy.
I do know I need to get a shower.
Oh, yeah, you dirty old man.
Shh, don't tell anybody. That's our secret.
Now it's out in the world. Now who goes?
Yeah, leave it to Colleen. Blurting her mouth out.
It's out in the open now.
That's why her
I'm
lips
out of
are.
the closet.
That's why her lips are so big. They just go.
Yeah, my lips are big, so.
That's why everything just pours right out of it. When she
At least I'm not sucking your dick.
when she closes
Small ass dick.
when she closes her mouth, actually closes her lips, you can see her lips at the end just wiggling.
You're so mean to her.
Or she loves me.
Hey, he's keeping me alive.
I am.
You have to be mean.
Well, fuck.
Now these days, you have to be mean. Keeping people alive.
I know I'm screwing up then. Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
What's wrong, Ghost? Getting tired?
Yeah, I actually woke up and stayed up.
All you did is sit on that bed and play your games on your laptop.
Doesn't
Your tablet.
Doesn't matter. I stayed awake.
You didn't take your nap you were on take?
Nope.
No, that old man, he wakes up, he comes down, he picks on us girls, he goes right back upstairs. Wait about 5-10 minutes, he comes right back down, pick on us a little bit more.
Yeah,
We'll goes right back up.
Yeah, because it gets too damn quiet down there.
Hey, quietness is pretty good.
Hey, that's nothing. My uncle came home from work and he got something to eat and he said, "Oh, I'm gonna go watch some more TV." I'm like, okay. He was sitting on the couch about 5 minutes and I was trying to talk to him. He was sitting there falling asleep. I said, "Hello? I was talking to you," and he fell asleep.
Oh, that's just sex in the bed. After you get good enough sex, you end up sleeping.
You know, Colleen, if it does get a little bit warmer tomorrow, let's try pulling the stuff to unplug everything, get it ready for the big jack up and disassemble.
No shit.
That was the question. I wasn't expecting a remark. But yeah, there isn't that much stuff to unplug and disassemble or take apart. I know when we pull the clutch apart, I know there's a plate that it attaches to the transmission. We got to get out. That's where that new that ratchet wrench is going to come in handy. And then we got some bolts on the front side of the engine that's got, I think, negative terminals hooked to the block.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember correctly. You just got to reach your ass down in there under the wheel well area and unplug that one plug, the speed sensor.
Yep.
Get them
You
all.
guys still getting snow up there?
No, but didn't you just say they were talking about snow here in the next couple of days? Or maybe that was Mike that was talking that. Somebody was saying that we might get some snow because it's supposed to rain here in a couple of days. And
Yep.
Yeah, snow flurries are today, and they're calling for snow flurries tonight.
So, but it all depends on the temperature, you know. I know after tomorrow, it's going to be in the 40s for a couple of days, and then right after that, one of the days is actually supposed to rain when it's in the 40s.
It was today, but then the temperature must start dropping because they spit snow. Obviously, it was melting as fast as the setting, but still.
Well, see, what I want to do is I want to when that first day when it gets in the 40s, I'm hoping to have everything unplugged because then I'm going to unscrew the transmission. I want to drop it, replace the parts, and then get it back together. Don't have to worry about anything else. Just get it back together. You know what I'm saying? The transmission
Yeah.
reattached to the engine,
Yeah.
and then we can wait after it rains and whatnot to put the rest of the stuff back together. But when I pull that transmission up, I don't want no rain anywhere. You know, because one, we're gonna
I
have the
probably
hood.
acting weird, but now it's not acting weird no more. It's like I turn the key on to start it, and I turn it. The engine would go up. The thing would go up and come back down to cold. But then the I get a message saying AC is off due to high engine temps. Well, then I quit going. Then I quit coming. It just automatically. My boyfriend's son put the code reader on it. He said he wasn't throwing no codes, and all of a sudden it just stopped.
Yeah, because you know what it is? It's your thermostat. You got to change your thermostat.
Yep.
Oh, it just quit. It just not on no more. It's not telling me that no more.
Yeah, thermostat will overheat your engine and stuff like that because it doesn't close or it won't open. It does a feature.
My engine wasn't even hot. It wasn't steam or nothing. It wasn't hot.
It doesn't matter. Thermostat will fuck up on it. It will screw with you, and because there's no sensors on it and nothing electrical attached to it, you could have a bad sensor and never know it. I mean, unless you really pay attention, you know, like when your engine's getting
Last time in thermostat went, I got this check engine light. Come on.
so. Thermostat is really
Shortly after I got the car, the check engine light would come on. I told the lady the check engine light come on. It's not going off, and she said take and clean the gas cap, put some Vaseline on. I said I did that. It didn't work, so I took it over, and here's the thermostat light.
I know. Actually, that's something I was thinking about because in a couple of days I want to have Mike take me to AutoZone. I want to pick up the spark plugs and get those ready. I might just, and they're cheap. They're like less than $10. I might just for the fuck of it, for the hell of it, and just get a thermostat and replace it while we got the engine apart in the first place. You know, because who knows how long is that original thermostat? And you're talking about a car that's got over 200,000 miles on it. And if that's the original thermostat, that thing should have been changed a long time ago. So,
Huh.
You know, and that keeps on coming in my car now is drive carefully, watch for ice. I'm like, there ain't no freaking ice out there.
yep.
Sunshine, there ain't no ice. And that always comes on and tells me that. I'm like, okay, whatever. I just pick it off.
Yeah, like Mike said, you know, it's you might as well take care of the simple stuff while you got the engine apart and you're in the engine to pay and everything else. Try to take
Yep.
care of stuff that you know hasn't been changed out in a while. Like, for instance, we're gonna change out the spark plugs because
Mm-hmm.
you know, with all the engine doing all kinds of weird shit and whatnot. Yeah, they're new. They're less than 50,000 miles on them. But you know what? Let's just take care of the stuff that you can get to that are fairly cheap. You know, and just get everything changed out. Especially when the engine's so exposed, we can get to a lot of freaking areas. Sure,
Mm-hmm.
Mike. I'll take your van. Colleen and I have already talked about that. We'll take your van. Hey, I've already tried to talk him into doing DoorDash, and didn't I, Mike? When we were going to go pick up there, I said, dude, all you have to do is drive. Literally, we'll pay for the gas and everything else. You just sit in the car and just drive us around. You know, we could do that. Fuck, we could make our own damn money. I've been saying that for what 4 weeks now. I've been saying that if we just had another car, another vehicle we could get, uh, and I mean, not to own. Yeah, we would like to own one, another one, but just to borrow one, you know. But our credit's too bad, so we can't just like go to rental and ask Ed and Jenin about that rental because they did that one time. Their vehicles went down, and they did a rental, and they said they wasted more money on that rental than you could have possibly imagined. So rentals basically out of the way. And I don't know that many friends. Actually, Mike is the first male friend really I've had in 5 years being here. You know, and then he's talking shit that oh they're gonna move away and all this and that. It's like you you kiss me, you hug me, and then you're going to run away. I see how you are. I like man. What I like about Mike is the fact that he's a lot like me in certain ways. He's smart. He's intelligent. He's clever. Oh, I mean, sorry, I'm talking about myself. Um, he's just a cool cat. I mean, when he's awake or not taking a nap or watching the boys, I just ask him. I just text him and say, "Hey, you busy? Can you give us a run?" And he's always right on time. He's like, "Yep, give me a couple minutes. I'll be ready. I got to go pick the boys up from school or pick the wife up or whatever." I'm like, "That's cool. The guy's good." I learned though, don't try to get a hold of him after 9 o'clock, which I'm really surprised. He's way past his bedtime. He's going to be grumpy in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
But
It's
yeah,
almost fuck.
yeah. Well, it's the weekend
So,
too, so
Like with my car, la- last year I had to change the coolant temperature sensor as well as the lower radiator hose on my car. And it's fixed now.
that's one thing we gotta check our radiator hose. Make sure there's no leaks or cracks or anything.
well, Mike's going to help me out with that once we get the car and actually get it running again. See where exactly uh, that leak is at. If it's in the reservoir, then we just have to get another reservoir. It's just all there is to it. But uh, he Mike said he's going to help look at a couple things. I know I was debating whether to use the old slave cylinder, but Mike looked at that and he says, "No, don't even try." So I just give everybody a heads up. Won't know for a good couple of days or so, but I may have to do one more fundraiser. Just a heads up. So, but otherwise,
Yeah, believe me, it sucks.
but yeah, cooler sensors are easy fix. The sensors are actually very fixed, unless you're going to deal with the one behind the starter. Now that one's a bitch. Oh my god, that one's such a pain in the ass, and I've had to replace it 3 times because the first one I bought an off-brand. That's what I was talking about the other day. You know, you're going to work on the car, and Mike even agrees with me. When it comes to car parts, the engine parts like that, don't go get knockoffs. Don't do it. Yes, it's cheaper and stuff like that, but in the long run, you're going to have problems because it wasn't designed. It is an OEM part, an original part. So if you're going to deal with the engine, especially internals and stuff like that, you want to run or you want to get OEM parts. Yes, it's going to cost more, but trust me, it's going to save you a lot of money down the line. Well, that's what happened with the first sensor that I put in there. I bought an offline uh, sensor, and that didn't last maybe what 2 months, Colleen, and I had to buy
Yeah,
another one. And the second one, it was an OEM part. It was bought from AutoZone, but it's one of those rare things where even though it's an OEM part and it's brand new, they still can have problems. You just get a blip or off, something that's not right. So I had to go buy another one and put it in there, and I haven't had any issues. But oh my God, it is because you got to pull the our starter in my car on this 2.2 liter engine is in the worst place ever. There's only 2 bolts that holds that damn thing in there. The bottom bolt's fine. It's the top bolt, and it's buried behind. You got the engine. You got the engine right here, and you got the starter, and the bolt's like all the way in the back, and you can't see it. You got to cram your fingers in there just to find the bolt itself, and then you got to try to stick a socket on it, and hope the socket doesn't fall off, because I've had it fall off and it gets inside the transmission, or behind the starter, and then you're fishing out. Hence the reason why I bought a magnet, so if I do drop it, which you will do, uh, will I'll be able to fish it out. Well, now I got this angle wrench. Thank you again, Jerry. Uh, we got this angle wrench. I can just put an extension, just push it back there until I get it, and then I can just screw it on. Because when you're ratcheting, you it's like you just keep going and going, and it's a long bolt. I mean, Christ, the thing's like 2 to 3 inches long. So you're just ratcheting, 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 and banging your knuckles and everything else, try to get it tight, and then just for some reason you just stop ratcheting. And the moment you stop ratcheting, it falls off the bolt. So now you're back fishing, trying to get it back on there. And that's just to get it on. And getting it off is the same way. It keeps falling off the bolt because you can't see it. So now that it gets ratchet, you just hit that button and it will go zzz, it'll keep going until that bolt's out. I'm so looking forward to that. And I also want to thank you, Mike, for helping me with that torque wrench. This torque wrench I got, it's not like your normal torque wrench. It's actually a little bit better than your normal torque wrenches, unless you have a digital torque wrench, which both Mike and I like. Yeah, we would love to have one, but this one's got numbers on the side like a regular torque wrench, but it also, I couldn't figure out there was numbers and a ring that goes around the wrench itself, and it's like I had no idea. Well, see, Mike, you guys, a little background. Mike is an engineer, and he worked on engines and stuff like that, so he knows his equipment, he knows his tools, and thank God he was able to tell me, because I couldn't figure that one out for the life of me. I was like, I see that it turns, but I have no idea what the hell it's supposed to be doing. So thank you, brother. Well, it doesn't have any hair around it, Mike. What do you expect? We got some love coming on that comment. I don't want to go through a. Never mind. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I will get in trouble with YouTube. I got too many damn women up here. Just like in this house. Got one, two, three, four, five women. No, one, two, three, four women, and 3 males, and only one of them's human. Yeah, we definitely need bail money. Definitely gonna need bail money. But yeah, so I'm gonna try tomorrow if we could get warm enough. Literally, there's only one, two, three, four, 5 or 6, maybe 7 things that needs to be disconnected, and a couple of them are really in such a weird place that you literally got to go inside the engine and under the frame to get to the unplugging thing, to unplug the deal. You got to unplug one of the O2 sensors. I think it's the front one, or otherwise I think you got to unplug both of them, to be honest. So, and then we got to wrap every electrical outlet with a piece of plastic, because if it does rain, I do not want those things getting wet. Get them out of the way. That way, don't have to worry about anything getting wet, blowing, burning out, or something like that. And then the fun part, taking it apart's one thing. It's actually kind of easy to take it apart. But then you got to find everything to put everything back together. And you're like, where the hell does this plug in? Where does this plug in? Where does this plug in? And you go back in the house and watch to see where he unplugged it. Oh, that's what that is. Oh, that's why that wire's hanging there. I'm going to see if I got any rubber gloves around. I think I got some out in the garage. I want to cut the finger off and wrap the end of the uh, clutch line that goes into the slave cylinder because it's going to. I want to try to save as much fuel or fluid as I can. Do, does any Mike? Do you know if I bought another can of DOT when I bought all those other fluids? I'll have to go out in the garage. I know I need to get another can if I don't. You were expecting a baby HHR. Ah, shit. Well, I'll get that when I get the plugs. And because we went through 2.5 cans of DOT before we stupidly figured out, oh, hey, it's just draining out. You can put it in all day long. Don't cut the glove. I'm going to cut the fingertip off so I can wrap it around the end. Because that son of a bitch, last time we did it without a glove, and it just poured right out of the frickin' tube. And you got to make room in there. You got to push things to the side and whatnot. The clutch cable is actually fairly easy. You just get a big old uh, prying bar, which I do have. It looks like a screwdriver with a bent end on it. Get in there and just pop those things off. It's a gusher. Yep, it's a gusher. And pray we don't lose the pin.
I have to get the actuator for my trunk. Next month or the month after, and do it myself, which I don't mind.
I gotta go pick up that what is it called? Caliper. Because when I lift the car up, you got to take the wheels off anyways, and that's when it'll expose. So I got to clamp the hose and take that off and put the new one on, which is going to be a blessing. I've been trying to get a new caliper on there for over a year. Might as well do it when I'm going to do it when it's right there. And then just get in there. If I could just get it unbolted, fix what needs to be fixed, rebolt it, I'll be good to go. The biggest fun part is hanging the engine because I don't have. Yeah, I guess they got engine racks that you could chain up the engine to, and it's got big handles where you could turn it to lower or raise the engine. No, I have to do mine. Hence the reason why we got to get the floor jack is because I got to get it supported underneath the engine, and then when I put I use a weightlifting bar and a chain that we have, and I got to chain it up, but I got to leave it loose at like 1 or 2 lengths, about 2 inches, and then lower, and then unbolt the mounting bracket for the transmission side, and then undo those, and then I got to lower the floor jack so it lowers the engine because you can't take the transmission straight out like this. You just can't pull it out, so you got to come at an angle because the tail of the transmission will hit the frame of the car. So you got to angle the whole engine and everything before you can take it out. Doesn't need that much, but it does need about a good inch or two. And then get it hanging on the thing, and then put the floor jack under the. I want to, Mike. Here's something to think about. I want to. Fairly priced, yeah. And actually, length. I told you that cat would be coming in here eventually. What do you want, Theo? But yeah, we were looking at floor jacks from Harbor Freight, and it was like over almost $200 or better for floor jacks. Well, we found a couple that were, under $50, under $100. But man, they a jack needs to raise at least 2 to 3 feet, okay? And the ones that we found for the cheaper price, it only raises about a foot, if that. Well, the whole car is going to be almost 2 feet off the ground. So that those cheaper jacks and the handle's only about a foot long. And I'm like, what the hell? So I was telling Mike because when we got the power tools, Mike's like, well, what about the floor jack? I said, man, the one they're selling for like 39, 40 bucks, the other one's like 70 bucks. It wouldn't raise anything about a foot, and that's it.
I'm
And
Mikey.
and that is Mr. Mike that I've been talking to, who's being an ass, you know, trying to get me in trouble, talking about gushers and fingers.
Gotta have a little bit of fun.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. And yeah, I told you guys this cat was going to jump up on me. And here he is, Mr. Theo. Hey, you want to see your daddy? There's your daddy right there. Oh,
No,
don't
his
look.
daddy's sitting in a container on the counter.
Hey, don't look at me. He's over there. But anyways, yeah. So tomorrow I want to get everything at least disconnected and whatnot, and then when it gets up into the 40s, get in there real quick and take care of the rest. Because if it's going to start raining, I don't want rain splashing over because you got to keep the hood open once I got that weight bar in there supporting the engine. And the last thing we need is to have that engine wide open. Matter of fact, you yelled at me. You told me a couple times, "Hey, you need to close that hood better. You got to close that hood better."
If anything, if you got a tarp, you can cover it.
Don't even have a tarp.
I might have a couple in the garage.
Yeah, then you got to worry about blowing away and whatnot. Don't you claw me. You claw yourself. You are just looking all around. What are you looking for? I have no food up here. So there.
Yeah, I might have a few tarps, and if anything, I've also got some pretty strong magnets that you can stick on the car.
No, you're not jumping up there. You knock everything off every time you do that. But yeah. So tires will probably work. I do know, like I said, a few minutes ago, we got a ton of plastic bags, shopping bags, quick trip bags, and stuff like that. I think we'll just cover most of the ends that we absolutely can because I already made one mistake. I think Mike said it's not that big of a deal. Plus, I had the right electric spray cleaner. I was putting the brake fluid in the reservoir, and I thought everything was cleared underneath it. Well, when you're filling that reservoir, you can't see when it's filling up because it's real big and then it comes to a real small neck, and when it gets to the neck, it fills up real quick before you could stop. And sure enough, if it did not drop right on one of those modules, and I'm freaking out and stuff like that. And Mike says, "Yeah, we could it's easy. Don't worry about it. Easy clean." And he would know.
Yeah, use some of that connector spray, and it'll clean it right out, and it'll be fine.
Yeah, I got a can of that in the garage. So, like I said, I bought it originally for the math. So, it was just one of those things. I was like, it's here. It is. I already got it disconnected. Might as well pull the bitch out and clean it out because those things are expensive. Those math sensors. Man.
Yeah, they can usually run you about $100 on those things.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I removed the one in my truck.
He's there's payback coming. Mike's been helping me out with a lot of stuff the last few weeks, 4 weeks. But I know there's payback because he's got a truck. Did you say what were you saying? The
issue with my truck is the air ride system. The fact that it pulls air in with moisture and then it freezes up the lines.
That ain't gonna be fun. That is not
Nope,
gonna be
that's why
fun.
it's disappearing in like 2 months. I'm getting rid of the damn thing. I'm tired of dumping money into it.
Are you selling it?
I wouldn't sell that to you.
Damn it.
I put almost $7,000 into it last year alone, and it still hasn't fixed it.
Yeah. We want Colleen wants a truck really, really bad. I said, why get a truck? Because we're talking about doing Uber rides, being a Lyft and Uber driver, which you could make a lot of money. You can make $300-400 a night in a very short time here in town
Yeah.
because it's Wisconsin, first of all, and we have a lot of drinkers almost every night. People, I've talked to other Ubers that are out there. There's like only about 5 or 6 of us of them out there, and they tell. I asked, I said, "Do you make money?" He's like, "Oh yeah," and then they told me around $300-400 a night for about what 4 or 5 hours, and that's it.
Yeah, something like that.
And I was like, so I was trying to talk her into it. I said, if the next car, get one of those SUVs that you see running around everywhere. They all, no matter what the brand is, they all kind of similarly look the same. You know, uh,
The number one to avoid is an Equinox at all costs.
I will take anything that actually runs. Is not that I already told Colleen. I said, yeah, we're looking at vehicles. I said, but I'm telling you right now, the moment we get settled down in the vehicle, Mike is going to grab his equipment, and we're both going to go out there and we're going to make sure that some bitch is coded, not been dumped. You know, where people erase codes and stuff like that, and try to hide the fact that there was a code there even. And that's what a lot of people make stay away from Ford. Well, I could have told you that. Fords and Chevy, stay away from them. But that's my
The
personal.
Ford sedans are garbage. The Chevy SUVs are garbage.
I guess it's not Toyota. What is it?
Mazda, and you got Kia.
I think it's a Kia.
Uh,
I guess the Kias are really, really good now.
yeah, you could just steal them with a quarter, though.
I think you're the
I mean that literally.
I think you're the one on the block that actually locks their cars.
I don't ever lock my car.
Neither do I.
Hell, half the time I leave the keys sitting in it.
It's exactly. We leave it in the little ashtray or little cup holder because we don't want to lose the key bringing it in the house because half the time we forget to hang the damn thing up.
No, I was like, oh, I've got theft protection on my vehicles. So if somebody steals it, what to do?
Yeah. Everybody gets lucky, but I've never seen a Chevy actually run for a good long time. They always break. They're good trucks.
They used to be.
Well, okay.
You find one of the older square bodies, and that's great.
Yeah, and they're still running to this day.
Now they got 10 million computers in them, and as soon as one fails, everything goes catastrophic.
Well, your van, you were telling me about that that front screen. That if that goes out, the whole it shuts.
The whole system dies.
I told him, I said, you better start putting some money aside and buy another one, and put it in the closet.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's a part you can't buy.
Really?
Yep, manufacturer and dealer only. They've been doing that a lot now. So they run all of their electronics through a single computer. And if that computer dies, you're paying out the wazoo for it.
And they did that on purpose. You know they did that.
Well, yeah, they don't want you working on your own vehicles anymore.
Nope. Nope. That's why I've said it before, you know, this last 4 weeks, and I probably said it before that. You almost have to have a degree, a couple degrees, just to work on a car nowadays.
Yeah.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it, and even that may not help you out. You know, the the tester thing and monitoring thing. I forget what they call that. OB something. I forget.
Yeah, the OBD2.
Yeah, the OBD2 scanner. Get a real one. It's going to cost you a couple $1,000s. The one that can basically start your car right from the pad. You just plug it in and you can get the car to do everything. I saw a video on that. And he was turning on lights, windshield wipers, honking the horn, started the car, everything from his pad.
Well, now you're able to do it just from your phone.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
A lot of like the newer cars, you can do all kinds of crazy stuff as long as you have, like a lot of the newer cars are starting to be built in with Wi-Fi. If you can get into that Wi-Fi and get the IP address for it, you have full access to that car.
Yep. Yeah, you see
My
commercials.
brother-in-law has a Ford that he can just start it up with his phone.
Yep.
See, Eddie and Jen, I'm not the only one that's been having car issues. Matter of fact, our car issues more or less started about the same time. And they have it's a van, right? Or a Subaru or something like that. Either way, they've
No,
been they've been
it'd be in the back of the drawer.
they've been having issues with that thing. It's like they get one thing fixed, another thing breaks. They get that fixed, another thing breaks. It's just like it's a domino effect. And she sent me the results, the code results and stuff like that. And every time she sends me those, I only get one thing in my mind: that ECM. She needs to change that freaking ECM because it's throwing codes for stupid stuff. But then again, the
What kind of
codes,
car?
Ford Expedition.
What year?
What year? I'm surprised she's not jumped up. Usually Eddie would have jumped up by now. You got to meet Eddie, man. I'm telling you, you, you and Eddie and I will get in so much trouble. 2015.
I'm gonna say here, I can pull that up right now.
I do know they just found out that their catalytic converters are shot, but I told them to try something cheap first before spending $600 on them.
Okay, well, I'll tell you now. Those catalytic converter clean out kits are hogwash.
Mine worked just fine. The
What they
catic,
do is they clean out your manifold, but they do not actually clean out the cats.
cataclean does.
No, what it does is it just superheats it. So you're actually breaking down the material in the catalytic converter at that point.
Well, like I told them, start out cheap, and then what I told them was get seafoam. Run the bitch in there.
Yep.
See if it breaks
And
it
then
up.
drive.
Yep. And that's
because you have to get seafoam over 400 degrees for it to start attacking the carbon molecules that are in there.
right. But you also can just, well, you definitely have to drive it afterwards. But like I said, uh, it's gonna smoke. You start it up, let it run for a little while. It'll smoke like a son of a bitch. And then when she's pretty much done, start driving the bitch like Mike is saying, and it will smoke a little bit more. Don't worry. Don't freak out. It's doing its job. But we're talking about a $10 bottle. You know, that's it. Instead of 30, 40, 50, or spending $600 for a new caddy. It could be the stupidest thing that's messing up your caddies and throwing you codes. Because
Yeah, if you got that issue, wear down your gas tank to where you got maybe 40 miles in it. Pour a can of that in there, and then find a country road somewhere and haul ass.
well, they do live in Texas, so
There you go.
go
I
down,
lived there.
go down
I
to,
enjoyed it.
go down to the Mexican border. You could run your ass off, and they won't even look twice at you. And they do have a lot of back roads. I've driven them. The only thing you have to worry about is those damn deer.
Yeah, the good old
God.
mule deer.
They don't have mule deers down there. Their deer are so damn small, they look like dogs.
Those are coyotes.
No, they're deer.
I've hit a
I
few
went
of
to
those.
here a
I've,
couple
I've,
nights ago.
I've yet to see a coyote with antlers.
Uh,
But
uh,
yeah, so
find a couple
that's
jackalope.
that's yeah. Okay. Damn. But I did tell Eddie. I said start cheap. Do the cheapest thing first, and that is literally the seafoam. Get the seafoam. Follow the instructions. Do the ounces and your gallon, your gas level and stuff like that. Pour it in there. Run that bitch for about 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Let that son of a bitch smoke its ass off. It will stop smoking, and then like Mike said, get somewhere and run the hell out of it. I mean, get it hot.
Fuck, I got this one, but I quit.
So
I might have the med tape upstairs.
it's
Yeah.
it's sea foam. It's a white can with
Sorry,
red lettering.
having to find my med tape from my brother-in-law. I gotta walk through the whole house.
Now, uh, what sea foam are they getting? You and I, we know what to grab right off that. They're going to be looking. Oh, I love the cat. Uh, what sea foam? Because there's different types of sea foams.
You can buy it based on what the engine size is. So they have 4-cylinder, they have 6-cylinder, and V8.
You hear that, Jen? Or just ask the person that you're buying the sea foam from. Hey, which one do I get? Because there's all kinds of different types of sea foams, and for different uses. So don't just go in there, see it, grab it, and think you got the right one. Nope. This will be my second or third time I'll be dumping the sea foam in. No, do the sea foam. Mike says he doesn't trust the caddy, and he's. I have to listen to him. Me personally, I had great results from the caddy clean. Absolutely freaking great results. But
If you're using it in a truck, yes,
well,
because
it's
trucks
important.
heat up a lot higher temps than standard cars.
And this is a big SUV that they got too, so it's more like a truck than it is a car or even
But
a
is it running
van.
the 6-cylinder?
What cylinder? How many? What size is that engine, Jen? She'll get back to us. You're gonna run the. Do I want? Oh, sorry, I read that. Do the seafoam first. Run it about a week. 6-cylinder, 3.5.
So if you're going to run the Seafoam in that one, you need to go put at least 80 miles on it after you put that in.
Well, they'll definitely hit that. That's why I said run it about a week and see what happens. See if you're still go to a
Well, I
auto.
mean, 80 miles nonstop.
What's the furthest you've driven? Like 100 miles? They live down in San Antonio, so it is
Okay.
nothing like where we live, where it's 5 miles all the way across the town. Hell, it takes five
Um,
miles just to get to
I've lived
somewhere.
in San Antonio. I lived in Dallas, Austin, Houston, Tomball. I lived all over the place down there.
All right, listen to
I
this.
know them roads.
I've driven there so many times. I've driven through the roads and everything else during rainy seasons where you go downtown and you slip all over the place and whatnot.
Yeah, Houston. That's for that one.
Houston's even worse. Oh my God, you get about it half
You get
inch
on the
of rain.
beltway.
Go downtown. You're not stopping because everything goes into a bowl.
Yeah, the beltway.
Yeah. Well, remember yeah, I guess
It
you could.
circles the whole city.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the freeways that go into town,
Oh
downtown.
no, that's just as bad as driving in LA now.
Oh my God. The only thing I don't miss about truck driving in major cities.
Maybe you never was driving through Houston. I thought the freaking people were crazy. It was like 70 miles an hour. They were going 170 miles an hour.
Oh yeah, that's just a suggested speed limit down there.
Oh God.
Yeah, isn't the speed limit
Awful.
parts of Texas 80 miles an hour or something like that?
Yep.
On I-10, I think it is.
Yeah, if you're like going up towards the Panhandle, you can see 80, and you'll see people doing like $120 out there.
And the cops don't even blink an eye.
They don't do nothing.
They probably get on your ass and say, "What the hell are you going so damn slow for?"
This one guy kept on going in front of me and going back. He crossed 4 lanes to go over the other side, come back in front of me. So finally, there was this truck in front of me, and finally I said to my daughter, "Close that truck as I can get That guy's not gonna back across 4 lanes come in front of me again.
Yeah, but yeah, run the seafoam. It's a $10 cans at the most, and you can pick it up any auto shop, hell, Walmart, just about anywhere. You know that has anything to do selling car stuff and whatnot. But do ask questions. You know, let them know what size engine you got. Uh, what other questions do they want to ask to make sure they get the right one?
Cat's got the zoomies.
He's ignoring me now.
Just think he was just on to my life place is Pennsylvania.
Tell him you want to clean the carbonation out of the engine and the exhaust system if possible. More or less just tell him that. And then, like I said, just follow the instructions on there and go from there. But do let it run for about 15 to 30 minutes before and let it smoke its ass out because you don't want to be driving down the road because you will get pulled over by a cop with that much white smoke coming out of that engine.
Yep, that's why I said do it when you got like a gallon or two in the tank.
Yep. So let your neighbors know that nothing's on fire. The car's not on fire. You're just running seafoam. So, oh my God.
Would it even hurt a fuel injector?
It'll kill.
It'll help clean them all out.
Yep, it'll help clean them out. If it's internal, it's gonna whatever the gas runs through, whatever the gas touches, that's what it's gonna clean. It
helps clean out the gunk that's in varnish that builds up in fuel lines, your fuel pump, injectors, and then right into the heads. It'll start cleaning all the junk out of there. Oh, look at that! He's making biscuits.
And the reason the reason it smokes so much is because it's literally burning the carbonation and stuff like that, and it's blowing it right out of your exhaust system.
Yep.
So you know that's the biggest thing I've read and I've heard and people say is that they freak out because there's so much white smoke coming out of it. It's like your engine blew up or something. You know, it's crazy how much comes out of it. You watch some of these videos, it's like, really?
Oh yeah, it'll smoke out a whole neighborhood for a little bit.
Yeah, if you got any mosquitoes, not no more.
You won't then.
You won't now. So, be ready for that.
Hello. Let's see your pretty face.
You like my my background? The 30 butt plugs?
Yeah, that's funny.
I had to. I was sitting here at the desk getting ready to get my GIMP up and design something, and I'm like, what the hell am I gonna put on there? And then I thought of you. And I was like, I got it. I got it.
And then I even sent you a picture, a little gift for you.
Yeah.
It even looked like a peach with a foxtail and eyes and a smiley face.
Yeah. One of these days I'll have to do it again and show you guys how I actually put this together on GIMP. I put stuff together on GIMP all the time. I actually enjoy doing this because it's creating and I love creating stuff. So if any of you guys YouTube out there want some decent backgrounds or whatnot, especially if you use OBS or what's the other one? Sky something? No, what's the other platforms that they have that bring people up on?
I don't use them.
I forget what.
Rare to get me on video at all.
TikTok too. If you have enough followers, you can do it on TikTok.
StreamYard.
StreamYard. Thank you, Regina. StreamYard, and there's
You're
another.
welcome.
There's another one out there. And if you could have a nice background, you know, something in the back instead of just a plain screen, it does draw people's attention, you know. So I could give you a lot of tips on it. I just don't do it myself. That's why you don't see me. I'll say hit the like button because I guess it helps the algorithm. But I don't. I very rarely say, hey, subscribe to me because I'm not in it for the money. I mean, I could make money right now. All I have to do is turn my monetization on. But I have so few subscribers, I'd probably make 50 cents a month, and that's it. I'm not like Omar and them where they make thousands of dollars, you know, doing theirs because they got millions of
No,
subscribers.
people are complaining about that. They're doing it on Facebook, and Facebook is not paying out as much as they used to. This one guy used to always do a morning stream on Facebook because he was basically it was his income. Now he's doing this morning stream on YouTube because he's making more money off of YouTube for his videos than what he's making off of Facebook.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah. He just he only gets on Facebook. He gets money for stars and stuff like that, but that's about it. And his subscriber money, that's all he's getting.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been almost 3 hours now. It's late at night. A lot of people need to get some bed, get some rest, and stuff like that. Mike, poor Mikey, he's way past his bedtime. I'm not even talk to him tomorrow because he's gonna be such an asshole and grumpy and all that.
You got to remember,
Good
I'm
night,
used to working
everyone.
third shift.
See, he gave it to me. I'm just gonna give it right back to him. This, like you keep saying, we are gonna need to save up bail money because we're gonna need it this summer. That's all there is to it. I just found my new brother, my lost brother. But anyways,
Good night, everyone.
yes.
Good night.
As far as your Zutu end, all you have to do is hit end, and you're good to go on that end. The rest of you, I want you all to stay safe. I definitely want to stay blessed and keep it between the lines. Because I only got a couple things to do tomorrow, I probably will be doing another live stream tomorrow. So whatever might comes up, good, great one-liners, that might be my new title tomorrow. So
Good
until
night,
then,
Big Daddy. I love you.
I love you too, Miss Natalie. I love everybody else. Mike, you have a great night. Thanks for coming up, brother. And thanks again
No
for all your
problem.
help. All right, ladies and
No
gentlemen,
problem. Anytime.
I am going to get my ass out of here. Love you guys.